The following content is sponsored content.
Inside your medicine cabinet, all the things you need for your health and wellness. But what is good for you can also be very dangerous for you. So luckily, and to other people as well. So luckily, Texas Tech Health Science Center is here to help us clean out and keep everyone safe for all that medication. So joining us right now is Dr. Trista Bailey. Welcome, Dr. Bailey. Good to see you. Glad to have you here today. So we're talking about medications and all the things that we need, whether it's heart medication or it's an antibiotic we've had, and sometimes we don't always finish our medication like we're supposed to. But that doesn't mean we just toss it out, or leave it in there for an extended length of time. I mean, I think we've all gone to the cabinet and pulled it out when, gee, that says 2011. Well, that was 10 years ago, guys. It's not good to have that. Don't take it.
Right.
So talk to us about what we should be doing with this medication, checking it out, how to dispose of it.
Exactly. So I think it's a really good time to do this. I feel like as we transition to fall, even though it feels like it's almost 100 degrees outside, I feel like it's a time to transition to fall. We start cleaning out our med cabinets, putting up the swimwear and getting out the sweaters. A new season. And so, I recommend about twice a year at least to go through your medicine cabinets and look for expired medications, making sure that you're not taking those.
Sure.
Ideally, what we would like to use is going to be either a drug receptacle or a medication take-back program. Texas Tech offers a medication take-back program twice a year, and we have one coming up in October 23rd. And then otherwise, if you want to, you can use a drug receptacle. They have several of those around town. We have one at Drug Emporium, the CVS and Walgreens on Buffalo Gap also have those where you can just drop off your medications.
They make it very convenient for you.
Exactly.
What we don't want you to do is toss it in your own personal trash can or toss it down a drain or a toilet.
Exactly. What we want to prevent is those drugs, when they decompose, they produce toxins, and that toxins get into our groundwater, and that can contaminate our groundwater. And our water treatment facilities are not equipped to catch those types of things.
Now, see, I thought that was interesting. You told me this, and I thought, well, that cleans out bacteria and all kinds of other things that are in the water, but actual man-made prescription medication is completely different, the way that our water is treated and the way it's structured and the way it's cleaned. I went, wow. Okay, so that makes me a little more nervous. It makes me think, okay, don't do that. We want to do this the proper way. And you've got and at home, if you can't get to one of the actual receptacles to dispose of the medication properly.
Yes, exactly. If you can't wait to go to the medication take-back program, or if you can't go to the pharmacy, you can do some stuff at home. And so if you have kitty litter at home, you can actually put it in a sealable container. So it can be in a Cool Whip container or an old butter container or something along that. And so you can put some in there and just put your prescription drugs in there, empty it out from your bottle.
Any one of these bottles, you would just dump that in
Dump it in there and then seal it up. And then this will actually absorb a lot of the toxins.
But leave it in there.
Leave it in there.
And then you can dispose
and you can toss it. Exactly. Okay. Also, coffee grounds. Used coffee grounds actually work as well. And so, you can just use it and have wonderful things around home that we can do it. Because ideally what we're trying to prevent is medication prescription abuse, misuse, and then poisonings. Poisonings for prescription drugs are actually the second leading cause of an unintentional death in Texas. And so
that's a pretty big number.
Exactly. And so we really want to prevent those. So as soon as your medications are expired or you are completed with something like an antibiotic, you want to go ahead and try to destroy those.
And all of these medications, whether they're prescription that your doctor you went and got from the pharmacy, or if you even over the counter, there are expiration dates on here. And so these really aren't suggested dates. We think, but maybe by that time, this is really kind of a hard and final, don't go past this date.
Yeah, so what I describe it as, it's not milk. You can't just sniff it and decide if you want to try it or not. Those are going to be hard and fast dates, and those are exactly what you should be going by.
Okay, we want to avoid, any use of anything expired. We don't want children to get a hold of these things, and certainly we want to keep our own health and wellness in tip-top shape.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much for showing us. I love this trick. Coffee grounds and kitty litter. Most of us have at least one of those. So if you can't get to the Texas Tech or other areas, this is what we can do. In the meantime, take care of yourselves out there. If you would like to contact Texas Tech University Health Science Center, they're at 1674 Pine Street. You can call them at 696-0678, or you can go online to ttuhsc.edu/Abilene. And October 23rd, they'll have another clean out for that medication.
The proceeding was sponsored content.